Highly welcome to this video. We'll be talking about some questions and answers from the JAM recommended literary text, the Lekki Headmaster. So I'd like you to pay attention to the questions as well as the answers. The first question I have here is, who is the protagonist of the Lekki Headmaster? And the answer to this question is Mr. Adewale Beppo. The protagonist is the main character in a particular work of art, and it is the person of Mr. Beppo. What position does Mr. Beppo hold at Stardom Schools? Mr. Beppo is the headmaster. What major challenge does Mr. Beppo face at Stardom Schools? His major challenge is conflict with corrupt management. Number 4, who is the owner of Stardom Schools? The Stardom School is owned by Mrs. Gloss. What moral dilemma does Mr. Beppo struggle with throughout the novel? The moral dilemma he struggles with is whether to remain in Nigeria or migrate abroad. What historical location do the students visit in the novel? The historical location is Badagry. What does Badagry symbolize in the novel? The answer to this question is Nigeria's historical past and the transatlantic slave trade. Who among the characters encourages Mr. Beppo to migrate abroad? The answer to this question is his brother, Olumide. The novel highlights which major problem in Nigeria's education system? Corruption and commercialization of education. Corruption in the educational system, as well as the turning of educational system into business. So it is corruption and commercialization of education. What is the significance of Mr. Beppo's character? The answer to this question is he symbolizes dedication and integrity in the education system. Let me also ask some questions based on literary devices and themes. The first question here is, what literary device is used when the school system is portrayed as a sinking ship? The literary device here is metaphor, sinking ship. The novel uses humor and wit primarily to, the answer is, provide comic relief while addressing serious issues. What theme is reflected in Mr. Beppo's internal conflict about leaving Nigeria? The answer to this question is migration and national responsibility. Now, Mrs. Gloss character represents the corruption in the education system. The phrase, education is not just about profit, but about building the future, best represents which theme in the novel? The answer to this question is education and integrity. The novel criticizes the trend of Nigerians leaving the country for better opportunities abroad. This is referred to as, according to the novel, Japa syndrome. Then let's also look into some questions that has to do with comprehension and interpretation. Mr. Lucky's character can best be described as, the answer is opportunistic and corrupt. In the whole novel, Mr. Lekki is portrayed as an opportunistic and corrupt person. What does the conflict between Mr. Beppo and Mrs. Gloss reveal? It reveals the contrast between integrity and corruption. How does the novel portray the experiences of teachers in Nigeria? It highlights their struggles with low pay, corruption, and lack of appreciation. Again, what is the overall message of the Lekki Headmaster? That is the major theme in the Lekki Headmaster. The answer to this question is integrity and dedication can bring change despite challenges. So in conclusion, these questions cover key elements of the Lekki Headmaster and can help you prepare for JAMB UTME examinations. So do well to go through these questions, learn them, study them, and many other questions from the Lekki Headmaster. Be ready. I would like you to score very high in your use of English this time. Many thanks. I remain Teacher Dixon.